All messages ago. Let's see if anyone wants to hang out tonight. Bunch of college football on. Clemson is struggling against Troy. Finally took the lead, 17-16. They trailed 16-3 at the half and came out on fire. And there's a ball loose.
Ethan Connor was making all the plays in the first half. Drops this one.
You can tell they're on the same page as me. I mean, that's a tight end on a little bubble screen right there. You don't see many tight ends in college football doing that. But they're doing whatever they can to get different angles and leverages. In the first half, those were catches they were making and blocks they were making as well. Hasn't been the case so far in this third quarter.
Now the crowd is into it.
Second and 10.
Movement, and they'll blow it dead.
Troy's looking like they're in trouble. Awful start to the half.
Eighth penalty against Troy today for 87 yards.
Compared to only Clemson, 3 for 30. If you're going to have any hope of winning this game, that stat needs to be flipped. On the road in an atmosphere like this, can't give many free ones. Third and long, if you're Goose Crowder, got to protect the football. See if you can get
Troy hanging around, giving Clemson problems.
Loving in motion out of the backfield. Protection is there over the middle. That's pretty much what he did. Got a big chunk of it back.
Not going to be enough for a first down. South Florida and Florida are playing each other very tight. Florida just scored a touchdown to go up 16-15. A couple upset alerts. Like I said, Troy giving Clemson hell. Down by 1. And Florida giving the Gators major problems so far today. Big third down for Troy.
Favorite matchup and see if you can get a win on the outside.
If they knock off Clemson, I'll be shocked. At Clemson.
Pressure on the edge. It's picked up behind his
picked off again.
Hanifin. Inside the 30.
2 picks in a row. Clemson looking good after the halftime. Clemson trailed 16-3 at the half. 2 interceptions in a row. I think it bounced off his hands. Oh, right off his hands. Hit him in the numbers. Troy wide receiver should have had that. Can't make mistakes.
Both these safeties coming up with huge plays for the Tigers.
Belichick's supposed to be playing any minute. They're having weather problems, so the game is suspended right now. Here we go, jet sweep. Nice tackle by Troy after a gain of a few by Clemson. 7:30, we got Michigan, Oklahoma. Big game for both those guys. I think it's number 14 versus number 18. A lot of blowouts today as well. Clemson. Short field.
Gets to the sideline and changes it up.
Out of the gun. 3 wide. 2 left, 1 right. Tight end to the right. Throw to the left. Complete.
Strong throw to Wesco. First down.
Another first down.
Accurate throw and on time, too. That's what really sticks out to me with Kate Klubnik. That's an out route to the wide side of the field. He's thrown that before his receiver gets out of his break. You can tell it's a
8 plays,
totally
75 yards and a
second
touchdown.
half for Klubnik in this offense.
Last drive, 25 yards and a touchdown. Oh, good tackle.
Another great play by Matt at the end. And he comes down
And it's the instincts, too. I mean, he's
Troy hanging
playing
around.
center field out there, so he's got to manage the running back and then sees Klubnik pull the ball and then the closing speed as well. Klubnik's got a sturdy lower body. He's coming up with making tackles. We said going into this game, Devin Lafayette was their best defensive player. He's had some big-time tackles.
No gain on the play. And they're now behind Klubnik.
I think Michigan starts at 7:30 at Oklahoma.
At the backfield and drop for a loss. Elijah Davis working his way in.
Ohio State won 70-0. Penn State won 34-0. Playing these poor small schools, absolutely destroying them. LSU plays Louisiana Tech tonight. That's starting very shortly. Georgia put up 28. Austin P 6. Game over. Georgia wins. Miami up 7-0 against Bethune early. 3rd and 13. Clemson. Quarterback's going to scramble. Rolling left. I'm going to hold on to it. Out of bounds. Short of the first down. Hell yeah, I like football. Clemson, I wonder if they go for it here. Having the ball deep down in their territory.
Dabo Sugclay Sweeney will put the ball down at the 20-yard line. It'll be a 30-yard attempt for Nolan Hooser.
Oh, they're going to kick it. Ooh, just got it through.
Hold Casperson with the perfect snap. Plays Sweeney with the perfect hold. And Nolan Hooser. That's 3 points to Clemson's 20-16 lead.
I have no idea who will win. I'm not a fan of either of those teams. I think it should be a good ball game. Oklahoma is tough at home. I haven't watched either team play yet this year. Should be coming on any minute. Belichick's coming on any minute too. There's a weather delay with North Carolina. I want to see how bad they stink it up. They're playing a smaller school tonight. Ole Miss up by 10 on Kentucky. Time running out. That was a close game up until a couple minutes ago. See if this game still has a delay. Still haven't started in North Carolina. Colorado Buffaloes get their first W of the year with their young quarterback today. Let him play. He had a pretty good game from what I heard. Yankees beat the Blue Jays. Big win for them. Want to check out South Florida versus Florida. That's a close game right now. It was 16-15 Florida with 9:36 to go in the game. South Florida with the ball. Oh, no, Florida with the ball. Excuse me.
Play clock down to 5.
Nice run. First down, Florida.
Picks up the first down over the 45.
Big run for the Gators.
Evan Ward with the tackle, a gain of 8.
Especially when you get Jaden Ball out of the game, you feel as though he gained an advantage from South Florida's perspective. But in comes this young man, Jacoby Jackson. He keeps his feet driving. Remember, Jaden Ball learned so much of how to be a physical runner by number 24.
South Florida always has a tough team.
Jackson looking for a little bit of a
Good
seam.
vision.
He's into South Florida territory. This game is similar to their last meeting here in 2022. Finished up 31-28, but the Bulls actually had the lead 28-24 in the fourth quarter. Gators got a touchdown, take the lead. And as South Florida was marching down to tie the game, under a minute to go, they had 2 bad snaps. They got down to the 19-yard line. 2 bad snaps forced to attempt a 49-yard field goal that they couldn't connect on.
Second and 7.
Won it by 3.
South Florida's going to hold Florida here. Run, gain of 3.
Jacoby Jackson again.
Maybe 4.
Xavier Hamilton, the first one there, getting his nose involved. 4-yard pickup.
It's another pivotal third down on this drive. With the clock reaching 7 minutes on that clock, South Florida has to get aggressive here. I would expect them to bring some pressure.
Yeah.
Whether it's a pass play, try to get the ball out of DJ Lagway's hands quickly, or using that pressure to be able to stop the run.
Run. Good game.
Boy,
big stop.
Force a
South
1-yard
Florida.
loss by Jackson. Jacob Merrifield getting some work. Coming up with a big play. So now you're looking at a 4th down and about 4 now. And Billy Napier's going to send out his punting unit.
Wow, Florida's going to punt.
Just can't give up the football right here with 6:15 and counting on the clock. Joshua Porter back to return the punt. He stands
Might
at the
have
5.
an upset on our hands.
Tommy Doman back to punt this for the Gators. Remember, they had a bad snap earlier. This one a good clean one. End over end kick. It'll hit at the 7 and bounce into the end zone. 5:52 to go, and the Bulls have the football. Do they have enough in the tank?
We love it here.
So South Florida is going to get the ball back with about 6 and change to play. Got a chance to beat Florida. Trail by 1. A field goal and a stop wins them the game. Clemson, upset alert. They only lead by 4 points on Troy. Trailed by 13 at the half. It's 21-16 now, They trail by 5. Troy trails by 5 after blowing a 13-point lead. A lot of blowouts today by teams high in the rankings playing smaller schools. North Carolina game is delayed right now. South Carolina is delayed right now. There's some nasty weather moving up the East Coast. All through the East Coast, too. It's even nasty up here in New England right now. Very nasty. There's storms all day today and tomorrow. See how the Raiders-Patriots games turns out. They might get some major weather during that game. Oh, shit. Oh, that was a replay. I'm sorry.
0 and you mentioned here comes Clemson, Adam Randall, the 1-yard run, and then Troy, this is unfortunate, a little deflection, and then Ricardo Jones, right place, right time, doing the right thing. Yeah, but what concentration, not giving up on the play, ball bouncing, doesn't hit the ground.
Great play by Jones.
Momentum, Tigers. Clemson now in good good shape, and Cade Klubnik got some time, and he's got a blown coverage there. There's Brian Wesco Jr., 26 yards. Clemson 20 unanswered right now.
Yeah, they kind of woke up after halftime. Maybe Dabo said a few choice words at halftime.
Yeah, that game, third quarter on the ACC network. We're watching this game as well. Number 13, Florida taking on USF, and Byron Brown, dangerous quarterback for the Bulls, finding Keyshawn Singleton, 66 yards.
Speaking of dangerous, the underthrown ball, the two Gators hit each other, touchdown Bulls.
Florida's schedule is brutal. They cannot afford a trip up here. They got LSU at Death Valley next week, and oh no, special teams, and that's a safety for the Bulls.
Smart play by the punter. He didn't allow it to become a touchdown. Knocked it out of the back of the end zone, only giving up a safety.
15-9. DJ Lagway, after getting a good punt return, that's finding Eugene Wilson right now, 16-15. SEC Network, Gators up by 1 with under 6 minutes to go
in the last
the fourth quarter. All right,
they're going to try to keep the Bulls right where they are.
South Florida trying to upset
the 20-yard line with
the Florida Gators
to play.
In the shotgun. Gonna throw.
Brown.
Got their man complete.
Pass caught over the 25 out to the 26, so good start to the drive. Sets up a 2nd down and 4.
I told people last week South Florida can play.
Just shy
no one thought they were going to win.
Yards of offense. Brown, little awkward throw.
Oh boys.
Christian Neptune has a first down out over the 40. Picks up 15 yards.
Uh-oh. Gators in trouble.
And that RPO is always difficult to attack. But check out the block by Singleton up top. Already caught a touchdown pass.
Nice screen.
First down.
Brown throws.
Another throw.
Caught in midfield. There's Chaz Nimrod, the former Tennessee Vol, who's worked
South Florida's in field goal range almost.
Golis was at University of Tennessee, picks up a dozen.
I love when little schools beat big schools. Come on, South Florida. First down.
Inside handoff.
Oh, excuse me, that was the
Ryan Taylor
field goal line. Bring up 2nd and 7.
4.5 minutes to go.
Florida Gators in trouble at home. Up by 1. 4:25 to play. 2nd and 7, South Florida with the ball driving. Gonna pass. Gonna run. Gonna get brought down.
Tyreek sack.
Big play by the Gators.
Had 7 sacks last year. Picks up 1 here against the South Florida Bulls.
Take a look at Tyreek sack here. He's going to be on the right side.
Wonder if he's related to Warren.
One-on-one opportunity with McLaughlin. Knocks the hand down. And then that's half the battle. Bringing Byron down to the ground is the other half. Tyreek sack.
3rd and 10.
3rd down and 10.
Bad snap. Throw. Complete. Nothing.
Nimrod, he is wrestled to the turf at the 39.
Nice job to fight for yards.
Boy, now it's 4th down. It's going to be about 6 or 7 to gain here. Let's call it 7.
That's going to be a deep field goal. They got to go for it. I wouldn't want to kick from there. They're gonna.
Field goal.
They're gonna try and kick a field goal.
They said they are okay with him trying
Grammatica,
a 63-yard field goal. This is going to be
the son of Martin Grammatica, I believe.
8 yards. He hit a 58-yarder last year. Clean snap. Kick is on the way.
It looks good.
For the lead. No
Short.
Good. Just short.
Wow, that was close. He just missed that one. It was right down the middle. South Florida, I think, tried to call timeout.
Alex Golis was begging for a timeout.
They wouldn't give him it.
You see him right before the ball is kicked. He's calling for timeout. He thought there was going to be a delay of game. But ultimately, referee doesn't get it in time. And Grammatica was aligned properly. Thankfully, just does not have the leg
Oh, just short.
to get it over the crossbar.
What a
on that
try.
kick.
Man, he was just short.
Couple
Good
of
effort.
yards shy of that crossbar. We'll give it back to Florida at the 40-yard line.
Gators hanging on by a
South Florida
thread.
has a couple of timeouts left. 2:52 on the clock, and of course you got the 2-minute timeout that will stop it as well.
Florida took a timeout. Man, Grammatica's kid almost hit a 58-yarder to beat Florida. Well, put him up on Florida by 2 with 2:52 to play. Came up just short. Florida's going to get the ball back with really good field position. Wow. Gators very lucky. It's still not over. I would expect to see Lagway run a bit. I would expect to see Jackson get the ball.
To be physical at the point of attack. That's what they have to do. Take some time off of the clock and continue to be physical in the run game like they have been with Jaden Ball.
We're going to go to Michigan, Oklahoma in a
All
minute.
that workout stuff you do in the off-season, all the way through fall camp to now.
It still hasn't
This is when it
started.
all pays off.
Dividends, and it pays double. If you put in that work, the results will show.
High formation in the gun. Bad throw. Awful throw.
That was the intended receiver.
Had him wide
Well,
open.
just took a few seconds off the clock. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, you see the crowd is not pleased with that play call there. I believe that's a called run that the quarterback can check out if he sees one-on-one coverage outside.
He had him. He got to
Too
make
many
the
men in
throw.
the box, so he decides to go one-on-one. Incompletion stops the clock, though.
2nd and 10, Florida.
Can't do that.
In the I formation shotgun again. RPO. Run pass option here. Handoff.
They give it to
3.
Ball. It's a couple of yards. Jalen Schuler met him there on the outside. It looks like there's an injured South Florida player grabbing his knee down. Is that Celestar? I think it's Lee. Okay. Yeah, Devin Lee, their big nose tackle to transfer in from Vanderbilt.
Big man down for South Florida. Looks like a D tackle.
So South Florida will burn a timeout. Stops it at 2:42. And a 3rd down and 8 now.
Wow, Florida might give the ball back.
Time now to take a look at For the Win, brought to you by Sanderson Farms. Earlier today, the Texas Longhorns, a lot of attention on that group after what happened in the opening weekend, and really a lot of attention.
Oh, let's give Archie Manning a nice reach around for throwing touchdowns against a scrub school today.
This afternoon, but tonight you have a chance to see these guys. Lenore Sellers, Garrett Nussmeier, according to ESPN Bet, they are the 2 front runners for the Heisman Trophy. Nussmeier number 1, Sellers number 2, and Ty Simpson, can he get this Crimson Tide machine headed in the right direction?
Bryce Underwood going to stop
they got a
today
task with Louisiana
for Michigan. Kid's a
Having to bounce
stud.
back from the loss that they experienced to the Florida State Seminoles. A lot of people will be watching
He's
for that
supposed to be.
tonight in Ty Simpson.
Well, DJ Lagway has completed 72% of his passes, but I'm going to tell you, it has not been clean for him today. It has not been a sharp game for him. He said it last week. He just didn't really feel comfortable, just didn't get in a rhythm, and really wanted to focus on getting better this week.
It didn't happen, really.
There have been some good throws. Yeah. But overall, we haven't seen the guy that we thought we'd see.
Yeah, there have been errant throws as well. I think the comfort level of him in the offense has gone from an ebb.
He missed a big throw on 1st and 10 that should have been a 1st down. Now they find themselves in 3rd and 8, 2:44 to go in the 4th quarter. This is a huge 3rd down. This is pretty much the ball game. South Florida trails by 1. 16-15, Florida Gators lead. Number 13 team in the country. Barely hanging on to a lead. trailed for a bunch of this game as well.
Brown has rushed for 54 yards. Lagway carried it 6 times for 9 yards. That is a big man at quarterback over there for South Florida.
He is well put together. Both of those individuals, man. This is what you want, right? Competitors, game on the line, fourth quarter. Who's going to step up, make the big plays, the big throws? There's probably no bigger play in this game than right now, third and 8,
Trying to quiet the crowd down, they're not listening.
Left by DJ Lagway in this Florida offense.
So a very significant 3rd down and 8 coming up.
Watch Lagway for the run.
Jaden Ball at running back. Straight drop.
He got him.
Far sideline.
Oh, through his hands.
The hands of the intended target.
Should have been caught.
Brown to 3rd.
That was a nice
It
throw.
is 4th and 8, but that one was there.
Man,
Gators are going to have to punt.
Rhythm, everything from a mechanic standpoint looked good, but just a bit overthrown.
Nah, that hit him in the
Brown had a
hands.
chance to catch it in his hands. Maybe it was not.
Stop it. It hit him in his hands. That should have been caught.
He's already made a big play, so I don't think the moment was too big for him, but got to cash in on that opportunity.
So South Florida's going to get a
Right in
chance.
CB3's hands. Here's
Nice
Porter
punt.
back to return this punt. This
Well
one
done.
will take a favorable Gator bounce and be down to around the 11-yard line.
Nice punt by the Gators.
Boy, the Gators have had several of these. They call them missed opportunities.
Yeah, the first one in the first quarter for a touchdown. How about this one? Breadbasket throw. It appears as though Vernell Brown has a step on Lee. And it goes right between the hands. And that's a play he has to make if they want to be where they want to be at the end of the year.
South Florida has 1 timeout remaining. Alex Golish. Now, they do have the 2-minute timeout as well, so really you got 2 automatic stoppages if you need them. Down 1, but you are backed up. You've got 89 yards to go.
89 yards to go. They need at least a field goal.
They'll take the 3 for sure. So we saw Grammatica miss from 58, but not by much.
Come on, South Florida. I always root for the underdog. Oh, he dropped it.
The hands of the intended receiver. That's Joshua Porter. Alex Golish, by the way, has so much confidence in Grammatica. He said that he'll push him to 63 if they need it.
Well, they may need it on this drive.
Yeah.
Out of the gun.
Wow.
Hit as he throws. Drop.
Incomplete. Flag comes in at the end of that play. Keyshawn Singleton was being covered by Dizon Johnson. And a flag came in.
That's against the Gators.
Defense number 27. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Penalty number 10
Automatic first down.
for 90 yards against Florida today.
Got to be more disciplined, and you see at the top of the route, as Keyshawn Singleton makes his break, he doesn't get off of him. Johnson's just hanging on the backside of him, gets there too early.
South
Tries to attack the
Florida
ball.
still
The
alive.
referees are going to call that
Down by
every
1.
single time.
Handoff. Nowhere to go.
Right side, and nothing doing there. Jaden Woods.
It's going to bring up the 2-minute warning. 16-15. Gators lead by 1.
As well.
Another flag. Hold.
This goes against Florida too, Dave.
Oh, a flag.
After the play, flagrant unsportsmanlike conduct, number 90 defense.
Wow.
15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Florida just gave up a flagrant unsportsmanlike conduct. They're going to give up 15 more yards. That was the stupidest play I've ever seen in my life after. Fucking idiot.
Right of your screen right there. Gets into the
He
face.
spit on him.
Spits.
Another guy spitting on
Just
someone. We saw this week already.
Oh, goodness.
Should be thrown out.
Composure.
I don't go for that shit.
First down and 10. The Bulls need to.
Yeah, Ohio State hung 70 on some poor school today. Florida hanging on, leading by 1, 2:04 to go. I can't believe that the defensive lineman just spit on someone after a huge play. South Florida is going to win this if the Gators don't fasten up their seatbelts real quick. Chargers looked very good.
Little dump off.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Isaac Brady
Uh-oh.
down the far sideline.
Wow, South Florida.
35 by Castile. And the
Huge
Bulls are in
run.
business after a 27-yard pickup.
Uh-oh. Gators might go down.
Oh, my goodness.
You want to talk about making a play when
Wow,
a play
what a
needs to be
play
made.
is right.
Screen pass to Byron Brown, out to Isaac. Isaac
What a
makes
move.
two people miss, gets upfield vertical.
That was a nasty juke.
And the momentum driving in the swamp.
Wow. Gators up by 1. They're going to lose. If Grammatica got a shot at a kick and it's close, he's probably going to hit it. I love watching little schools beat big schools. I fucking love it. Even when it's my own team, I kind of enjoy it. Seriously. The Gators have had a tough time all day. I can't believe that defensive lineman just spit on someone and gave him a 15-yard penalty after what happened in the NFL this week. I cannot believe the stupidity of people. Wow. Oh, I'm always online, J-Dub. Always. I'm always on. People just don't get the shit from YouTube. It's all good. Hope things are good with you. But I'm still doing sports all the time. I've been making videos about losing weight. I've lost a lot of weight. Michigan, Oklahoma getting ready to start. I cannot leave this game until this is over. South Florida about to knock off number 13 Florida Gators.
Took a 4-hour seminar.
Yeah, they had him too. CeeDee Lamb kind of shit the bed. CeeDee Lamb definitely should have caught a couple of those. The last one was a tough one. The other ones he should have had.
2 minutes remaining. The ball sits at the 32-yard line. Just one timeout left for South Florida. The Gators will have 2.
Here we go, South Florida.
Again, I'll go back to Nico Grammatica, the sophomore out of Tampa.
They're pretty much in field goal range.
58-yarder last year, 52-yarder, a 51-yarder.
South Florida's kicker he's got a boot.
Goals last year. Those were the 3 he made.
His father and uncles were pro kickers. Grammatica can kick. We watched him barely miss a 58. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
He's to the 20-yard line.
Uh-oh. Upset alert.
Boy, now South Florida just wants to take this clock down as much as they can.
Florida's going to have to burn timeouts.
Expect to see a heavy dosage of Byron Brown and Alvon Isaac, who've been running the ball very effectively.
Oh, they didn't use a timeout.
Here in
Wow.
the fourth quarter.
Surprised. South Florida has 1. Florida has 2. 16-15 Florida. Minute 20 to go. 5 on the play clock. Shotgun. Single back left. 2 wide. 2 tight end. Handoff up the middle.
Off to Isaac.
Gain of 5.
He's to the 15.
6, 7, 6.
Jake Robinson, the first one there, and South Florida, boy, they can just smell this one.
At some point in time, Florida's going to have to call a timeout to save time for their offense if they want to get a chance to try to get an extra possession.
I can't believe they're not calling timeouts.
Boy, this clock's just ticking down under 45 seconds now.
Florida don't care, I guess. South Florida might put one in the end zone. It might not even matter. Out of the gun, same formation.
Brown takes it himself.
First down.
He takes it inside the 10 and just powers his way down to the 8, and that is a first down.
It's a chip shot. Florida's going to have to block a kick.
South Florida can use their timeouts now, but South Florida can still kick this with no time left if they so choose.
Yes. The second of the half, 30-second timeout.
Florida finally uses a timeout. Wow.
Don't forget, we will get you to Tuscaloosa when we are finished here. Alabama at home against Louisiana Monroe. Tom Hart, Jordan Rogers, Cole Kubalik will be on the call for that one, but we've got 22 precious seconds remaining in this one. In South Florida, who's never knocked off the Florida Gators, 0-3. Can they pull this upset off and just propel themselves to the top 25? And don't forget, next week, they travel down to Miami to play the Hurricanes. And meanwhile, this Florida team's got LSU on the docket.
Yeah, it's a lot of football left to be played this year. But for South Florida, being able to do something that they haven't done before in a long time would mean a lot for this program to get on the footing where Alex Golesh wants to take them.
Well, you felt like if they wanted to stay in that conversation, national big picture.
South Florida with the ball on the Gators' 8-yard line.
Do that. Let's see if the Bulls can finish this off.
Man in motion, empty backfield. Quarterback up the middle.
Falls forward down to the 3-yard line. Timeout, Florida with 17 seconds remaining.
Crazy.
I just snap it right back to him one more time.
South Florida might score here and score a touchdown, and it's over. Unless they give up a kick return.
Force another possession. As we take a look at the replay, Byron Brown, having a runner as a quarterback gives you an extra blocker in the run game. He reached the hole well.
18 seconds. 1-8.
Finds the opening, and his physicality takes over after that. And this guy's a playmaker.
The win against Boise State on Thursday snapped an 18-game losing streak to ranked opponents. But now they're trying to snap a streak against ranked opponents on the road. They have not won a road game against a ranked opponent since beating Notre Dame in 2011.
I'm still playing then, Dave.
That's a long time ago.
That's a long time, Dave.
Boy,
Oklahoma driving. No score. That game just started.
About to explode.
Gators in trouble.
So the Gators are now out of timeouts.
Up by 1. 18 seconds.
South Florida with 1 remaining. Brown takes it himself. He will get it down to the 2-yard line. The clock is ticking. Alex Golesh going to wait to call the timeout. He's down inside the 5, at the line of scrimmage, basically. And he will burn the timeout with 3 seconds remaining. Wow. So this is basically an extra point for Nico Gramatica of the kicking Grammaticus.
Yeah, that was a nice grab. I
This
saw
is
it.
just what they do in their household.
Yes.
Number
It's
12,
an
lighting them
advantage.
up.
If you're born with the last name Grammatica, you come out kicking.
Another nice pass down the sideline.
Earlier this game from 58 yards.
Nico Grammatica,
But he's
3
made
for
from
4.
38 and 25.
Missed 1 from 58.
This team has never won a conference championship. They played 29 years of
Yeah,
football.
it's something to do with
25
YouTube,
have been
man.
at the FBS level. They've been in multiple conferences, but right now
Sucks.
sitting in the American, which is a really good football league.
I appreciate you.
And this might be their year. I mean, I know there's Tulane, there's Memphis, there's Navy, there's there's some roadblocks out there, but this team might have what it takes.
Yeah, this could propel them into the momentum.
Make sure you hit the notification bell.
Looking for. But they got to connect right now. 3 seconds left.
20-yard field goal attempt from the middle of the field.
This is it.
Grammatica for the
Good.
win, and there it
Wow.
is. 18-16, the final score.
Good
and
for
the
them.
Bulls explode off the bench.
Florida goes down. Number 13 in the country. See you later. South Florida 18, Florida 16. Nico Grammatica, game-winning kick. South Florida's can play. Big upset. Big upset. Huge upset. Let's check out Michigan, Oklahoma. Oklahoma's driving.
They need just about a foot, it looks like. Javante Barnes, number 2, senior running back in the backfield. 2 tight ends. It's here running all the way. Hard to stop.
First down.
Talked about the strength and the forward lean. It's going to be a first and goal.
How about when you know it's coming and you're able to still be able to pick it up? We get Ruru here, the right guard. He's kind of trying to get outside to be able to kick out. Barnes, the running back, leads his way inside. Just good job of getting that push by Oklahoma. That was a real weak spot for them a year ago. The offensive line, or number of
South
areas.
Florida taking out the
5
game.
receivers injured, 12 different offensive
Game's
line
got LSU
combinations.
next week, too.
14 starters this game from the last game.
That's right.
These guys are getting healthier. And they punch it in. Barnes sent out far to the right. Big receiver to the left. Looks here, takes a look.
Gotta get rid of it.
And just fires it out of bounds.
Smart play.
You have pressure there from Etta. And Barnes was covered.
There's the experience coming into play. Don't do anything crazy. No reason to force that.
Mateen looks like Baker Mayfield 2.0. You can tell he's trying to be like the new Baker. It's who you want to be like if you play for Oklahoma. Second and goal.
So not an area of success last year for this Oklahoma offense. Long pass. Burks.
Oh, nice jet sweep. Touchdown.
Touchdown. Oklahoma.
Wow, nice run.
What a drive to start this game.
That wide receiver there, what's his name? Burks. Deion Burks, 9-yard touchdown. They call it a receiving touchdown. It should really be a handoff. Jet sweep. Does a great job following his blocking, extending his play. Finds a hole. Hits pay dirt. Touchdown Sooners. Oh, he's in.
Lewis, progressive pylon cam showing he gets across the goal line for a touchdown to finish that opening drive off for the Sooners.
Tate Sandell, little guy from UT San Antonio, the lefty, knocks it through. Don't know if Oklahoma fans would have dared to dream their offense would start this way.
South Florida.
Against this Michigan defense, the key was
Who would have thought?
catch on 3rd and long to get the drive going, and they punch it in. We will see. Rice Underwater, first possession coming up for Michigan.
This is Rachel. She just started college a week ago, and she's already...
I want to see if Belichick started yet. They're playing today, too. See if North Carolina gets destroyed by Charlotte. They shouldn't. They're up 10-0 on the road.
To feel just a little more like home.
Looks like Belichick's righting the ship so far in that game. What are the games that are coming on right now? We got 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Vanderbilt's got Virginia Tech. Arizona State versus Mississippi State. That could be a decent game. I know Arizona State lost a lot of guys last year. LSU's on. USC's on. Nothing that really is crazy. That's why I figured that we'd check out Michigan and Oklahoma for a bit tonight. Bam is playing University of Louisiana Monroe. Imagine if Bama got knocked off by them. Jeez, that guy would probably be fired. Bama just went up 7-0. No surprises there. But they hit a long bomb. Nice crossing route. Who was it, Williams? I don't think so. One of their other receivers. Frickin' A. Florida their season might be over. Auburn's playing Ball State. Ball State usually plays tough. Not the worst lower school. They trail 7-0 to Auburn. All right. Let's see if Michigan can finally get something going.
Teammate Martin Gramatica, 20 yards out as time expired.
They're going to party in Tampa tonight. Big win for Alex Coach, the head coach.
18-16 Bulls shocking the Gators, Chris.
No party in Gainesville, fellas. You got to go to Baton Rouge next week. That's a deflating opening loss.
Yeah.
And not a surprise. The Bulls last week beating Boise State definitely caught the Gators' attention. So not a shock, but a huge win there for South Florida.
First time they ever beat Florida.
Freshman to receive the kick from Tate Sandell, but he'll let it go over his head. Here is Bryce Underwood, winner in high school, 50-4 at a couple of state championships. Early on committed to LSU. And then Michigan making serious investments. A lot of people involved in that. Convinced him to come play his football in Ann Arbor. Get back home.
Yeah, and has really stepped into this role with high expectations. Last week could not have looked any more in command. Played with tremendous poise. Decisive, getting the ball out of his hands quickly. It's a little smile.
Wow,
He
damn.
is not overwhelmed at all. Let's see how he plays. Not just in the atmosphere.
That place holds a lot of people, too.
6'4", 228. Didn't run last week, but that's certainly part of the repertoire. Hand off to Justice Haynes.
Run up the middle. About 5.
Alabama. Impact players when Michigan's got the football.
Yeah, Haynes in the running game would be a big part of their attack tonight. Donovan McCauley, a transfer from Indiana. Big, tall, rangy receiver at 6'5", can make plays into the boundary. R. Mason Thomas, one of the best pass rushers in the SEC, if not the country, 32. And then Kip Lewis, 10, one of the great leaders on this defense. You'll see him in the middle, roaming around, trying to make sure everybody's on the right page as he's doing right now.
Haynes got 4 monster
What up,
debut.
Jojo?
Michigan 159 yards against New Mexico.
Oh, nice D. Better offense.
Morgan wide open, slot receiver, work free. Big game out here, midfield.
How about that throw? You want to
Nice
used
play.
the motion. They didn't communicate. So once he gets around and over top of that edge player, look at all the room because of miscommunication. Good job with late motion by Chip Lindsey's offense there to open that up, and he's a real threat when he gets out in space.
They saw those Sooners on looking around, pointing at each other, not ready for that.
Man in motion, handoff. Good D. Oklahoma.
McKenzie, the middle linebacker. Big shoes to go for that guy. Danny Stutzman patrolled the middle for years at Oklahoma, had almost 400 career tackles. Here's the head-to-head. Venables back calling defense against Chip Lindsey.
Chip Lindsey comes over from North Carolina. You go back, he coached in high school, came up through the ranks. He was with Todd Monken, was with
Second and 9, Michigan.
Schools. Yeah. Does a great job.
NFL tomorrow.
His background with the DNA of Michigan and Jerome Moore and wanting to establish the run. I think that's why they went out there and brought him in to go along with Bryce Underwood's skill set.
Handoff. Nice job running.
Muscles down to the Oklahoma 46. Will set up a third down in about 4.
They have a great combination. You see Jordan Marshall tonight, the sophomore out of Cincinnati, played at Moeller High School, and then Justice Hayes.
Michigan's uniforms are badass, though.
Physical back has really worked on
I do like their uniforms.
Saw him get out in the open space last week against New Mexico and take a couple long runs. They feel good that it can not only be tough, but also take
Big
it to the
third
house.
down. Oklahoma up early. 7-0.
The first third down for this Wolverine offense on the road tonight.
3rd and 4. 7:25 into the first.
Underwood. Easy throw. The catch made behind.
Good job by the safety.
Because Kendall Daniels got up to stop Haynes, and his fourth down actually lost a yard on the play.
Good job by the secondary.
Motion to give him a head start to get out there. 1:44 left. This is just a great job by Oklahoma on the perimeter. Once Haynes goes out, you'll see the end. The defensive end line. See that, feel that. Now he gives them an extra body out there. But look out in the perimeter. Look how they're attacking. Downhill. Especially good to see Gentry Williams. He's dealt with some injuries. He's very, very active.
Michigan gonna punt.
A good play for that Sooner defense on third down.
Gonna try and back Oklahoma up to their own end zone.
In Oklahoma back. Satania will stand and let it bounce over his head.
Oh, nice punt.
Takes a nice bounce, and Hollenbeck does his job. And John Messier of the Sooners.
Nice punt.
Here in Norman. Then back for their second possession.
So it looks like Belichick's righted the ship. I told everyone last week South Florida was going to beat Boise State. I did not think they would beat the Gators today. I thought they could be competitive. That's a huge upset. Huge. No one in the committee is going to want to hear Florida lost to South Florida, I don't think. Now they got to go play LSU at LSU. Oh, it's starting to pour. Holy shit. Sorry, there's really bad storms coming through my area right now. Hopefully nothing acts up. They delayed quite a few games today. All up and down the eastern seaboard. We saw it in the game the other night too in Philly. Oh, it's coming down. Holy shit. We need rain. Good. How was your vacation, JoJo? Excellent. I'm glad you had a good time. That's awesome. Yeah, you said you liked it. There was a bunch of dudes out in front of my house today. Like kite surfing, I think it is, or windboarding or something. I don't know what the fuck they call it. That shit looked crazy.
Able to get the tough yards, good blocking there to get him inside the 10, and then get the ball back out on the perimeter to Burks, who has great quicks to be able to get it into the end zone.
Burks is from Detroit, getting recruited to Michigan, he went to Purdue. Love playing against the Wolverines in that case, and he is fired.
I've never done it. It looks like a blast.
Catch in the drive, and then the touchdown.
Yeah, I think both these teams realize what's at stake tonight, even though it's only week 2 of the season. There's a lot of energy on both sides. It's going to be a physical game.
Jaden Ott, number 0, fans really eager to see him, not able to play.
Probably got to lose some more weight.
Practiced all week. And a flinch on the right side of the offensive line, so that'll cost him half the distance.
Start. Offense number 66.
Big
Penalty is
fucking
half the
penalty.
distance to the goal. Remains first down.
Oklahoma's going to start now at their own 2.5 yard line. Yikes. Memphis up on Georgia State. That's all scrub schools.
And change the line, change the call to line of scrimmage. He loses his balance and pushes them back another 2 or 3 yards.
It's here from the end zone.
Oh, he took a hit. He got his man. Beautiful throw. Wow.
And he is having a heck of a start against his home state team.
Holy smokes.
They might, 34. Chris, they may take a peek to make sure the right foot got down right there.
Oh, I don't know. Might have been out of bounds.
Just like last week, they're backed up close to their own end zone and took a shot. Same exact play. They're going to go quick here so they don't get a chance to redo it.
It's the man Chicago. Bill Amanda give a thumbs up. He took a quick look at Armando. He thinks it was a good catch.
What a catch.
It probably is, but I'm just saying, I thought they might take a peek just because it was so close. Hopefully they already saw it.
Oh my God, what a catch.
Job by the officials. No problem.
Lamagna, thumbs up. Good.
Got one and didn't get both, but you only need one in college.
A booth-initiated targeting call, which is factoring in this Michigan defense. They don't have one of their alphas out there. Jayshon Barham, the linebacker, suspended for the first half for that targeting play in the third quarter last week. Simmers backed up no more on second down. It's here. Fires into.
Oh, that was dangerous.
Very nicely getting a hand in there with Zeke Berry. Got it in front of Burks.
What was that? Great play by Zeke Berry. 5-11.
Holy shit. Do you guys hear that? My fucking house is shaking. We had a mini earthquake the other night here, too. I didn't notice it. Holy shit. Third and 6. OU. Throws. Oh, I dropped it. That would have been close.
The marker was and the tackler was and just dropped it. And here comes the punt team.
Well, he just does a poor job here in taking his eyes off the ball. Once you see him settle in the zone, watch his head. He starts to peek, and because of that, that's what causes him to take his eyes just a split second off of the football. He's thinking about where he might want to go.
Should have had
or maybe it was just the velocity of the throw that went right through his hands.
Oh, you making a change of punter tonight. This is Grayson Miller. Jacob Ulrich punted the first game. He was seen and wearing a sleeve, not really taking any warm-up punts.
Good pick.
Miller, redshirt junior from Central Oklahoma.
Good job by Michigan.
It's a nice kick away. 47 yards. Oregon makes.
Good job by Michigan. Oklahoma looking like they're going to drive down the field again. TV timeout, 7-0. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be hanging doing some football tomorrow. I think I'm going to do the Patriots game because they're competitive. We think they're going to be competitive, and I think we're going to have some nasty weather during it, so it might be a fun game to watch. Might be a fun game to watch. It's gonna be wet. Fucking dumping out. Florida upset by South Florida. They keep showing the replay. I love it. Grammatica's son is going nuts. Good for him. Bam is up 14-0 as expected. Wonder what Bill Belichick's up to. They were up 10-0. What am I doing? I got ESPN. I don't even gonna watch this shit. North Carolina up by 7 on defense right now. Belichick better not lose tonight. They'll be coming for his head. His girl might dump him. Probably not. Fucking, who would have thought Bill Belichick, huh? End up leaving the Patriots looking disgraced. And then hooks up with a young chick that, like, runs his life. I can't believe Belichick. Yeah, I was reading that, Varsity. I saw the article. I didn't read much of it. I saw the headline and I read a little bit of it. Yeah, he banned him from going to watch them scout kids to go to the team. You know, looking for talent. Like, way to go, coach. You're supposed to send your kid there that wants to play in the NFL. He's not going to have NFL teams out there looking. The fuck?
And signed eventually with Michigan, gained 15 pounds. Parents Jaquan and Beverly. Kind of like the 16 jerseys of Texas. It didn't take long to sell a bunch. They're going to throw from inside the 10.
Oh, it's going to be way overthrown, almost picked.
Only took one downfield shot last week, or didn't need to, and it wasn't complete. So, you'll see that. No, you know he's got the arm strength. You just haven't seen that yet from him.
No, but he obviously has it. They show man, and then they drop out of it. I don't know if they caused some confusion. Again, Brent Venables is well known for showing a look, especially.
Wow, lucky that was not intercepted.
And going to a different look in a post snap. He threw that expecting man-to-man. They dropped out, settled in zone, and almost cost him.
Second and 10, here comes the noise. Enough inside, Haynes, and a stutter step in the backfield, and penetration from Marvin Jones Jr.
Yeah, it looked like a face mask.
Face mask. That'll be a 15-yard penalty and a first down for Michigan. Great penetration off the edge. Just Oklahoma defense is attacking.
Personal foul. Face mask.
I hear you, Varsity.
Defense number 97. 15-yard penalty.
I don't really like him either anymore.
Tried to let go like I didn't get
I
it,
just
but
can't believe like what it's
Now,
become.
Mason Thomas, 32 on the other side, gets most of the attention.
Can't really blame him, dude. Must be fun having a
He's offensive.
decent-looking young chick as a 7-year-old dude.
After he did it, he pulled his hand back like, no,
Probably
no,
fun,
wasn't
but
me.
it don't look good.
But very obvious. Officials on top of it. Michigan catches a break. That would have been 3rd and long without that penalty, so they pick up the first down.
Marvin Jones Jr., of course, a legacy recruit of Florida State. His father is
1st and 10 after the face mask. Michigan, nice run.
And he's wrestled down after an 8-yard gain. He's got speed, toughness, versatility. best running back debut for a Michigan player since 1970, what he did last week.
Chris, I love Justice Haynes. I love what they do in the backfield, but honestly, man, Jerome Moore brought back physicality with Jim Harbaugh in 21 and 22 when they won the Joe Moore Award. Runner-up in 23 when they won the national title. Last year, starting all over with a lot of new faces, they took a step back. Boy, is it good to see them establish the line of scrimmage on runs like that.
There's a reverse.
Oh, that's got sniffed out. Good job by the D.
It's a big loss. Kendall Daniels, Cody McKenzie sniffed it out. You lose 6.
That's just a great job of discipline by Daniels and McKenzie out here on
Good
the
job
edge.
by the
Does a good job instead of chasing.
right side of the line.
Come back. They're not surprised at all that this ball ends up coming back that way. Almost based
Oklahoma,
on
big play.
Doing their scouting report, doing their film study, they're not surprised. They're waiting for McCauley to come around the other way. Now it sets up a 3rd and long.
3 wide receivers.
Second, 3rd down tonight for this Michigan offense. They did not convert the first time.
That's the pass.
Rush 4. Underwood has a lot of room. And now throw.
Nice catch.
Catch made by McCauley.
Big play.
And he's galloping down deep in Oklahoma territory. So they gave him a lot of space. He took off and left the receiver alone.
Yeah, they sat back in zone, Chris, and this is the one thing about his ability is on 3rd down, he can threaten you with his legs. The defense here is expecting he's going to run, so they end up fighting on that. And a good job of keeping his eyes downfield. One defender should have stayed with the receiver. One should have tried to take away the threat of the quarterback run. Instead, both come up, and it makes it an easy throw with the recognition there by Bryce Underwood for that conversion.
First and 10, Michigan.
Receiving core injured last year in Indiana, but they had a monster year a couple of years ago for the Hoosiers. Heavy traffic, James nowhere to go. David Stone and others.
Chris, you watch him, and America's just starting to learn and watch him play in person, and on their screens. He is a guy that prefers to sit in the pocket. He is a pocket passer that happens to be very athletic, and he can get out and do things if you're going to open that up. But make no mistake, he is a pure pocket quarterback and is a guy that has the ability to hurt you when he needs to with his feet.
3 or 4 in the early going. Hands in the slot.
Big hit.
The ball with Kendall Daniels hammered him immediately. It's another loss of 5.
Max Bredesen
Diet Pepsi.
is a great blocker.
Pepsi Zero.
I don't know if he just passes him off, but he lets him get by. And boy, did he time that up perfectly. That's the second big play we've seen from 5 into Crimson. Big time hit, timed up perfectly, and they push Michigan again deep behind the sticks on 3rd down.
They will hold on to the football, but yeah, they need 14.
3rd and 14, Michigan.
Remember last time they rushed 4, sat back in zone. Let's see if they do the same thing or they dial it up.
Jordan Marshall's in the game.
Oh, drop.
Get out the hands of Morgan. Just as he was trying to turn up field and drop. And Michigan will stall after a promising drive.
Oh, he's having trouble getting off the field. He got hit hard.
It's tough against any defense, but let alone a Brent Venables defense when you get behind the sticks. You get to those 3rd and 8s, 3rd and 10s, 3rd and 14s. Defense is
wide
flying
open
around with confidence, even if he's able to secure that football. There's just too many jerseys around him. Not much of a chance there at all.
They're all over those underneath routes early on.
Oh, yeah, flying around.
Satania back. Hollenbeck will try to duplicate the punt from earlier in the quarter. He pinned Oklahoma at the 5. High kick. And so it's got to bounce in the end zone. Not Edwards. Great touchback. Final minute of this first quarter.
Pretty good first quarter.
Ben Arbuckle. It's been a quick timeline. 5 years ago, he's coaching high school football, but he had one of those minds that was spotted Western Kentucky. Bailey Zappi broke some FBS records for yards and touchdowns when he was there. Cam Ward, brilliant year at Washington State, and John Massey was a backup for 2 years, and then the package deal. They hired Arbuckle first, and then Massey came along after that.
Yeah, and he is, 29 years old to be the offensive coordinator in Oklahoma. And like you said, in high school football just a few years ago. And he likes to look at his defense. You know, he likes to spread defense.
Oklahoma first and 10 from their 20.
Multiple, like
Shotgun.
most people do. But
Got out of college in 2018. Is that true?
Man in motion out of the backfield.
Maxier.
Nice throw. Good catch. Solid play.
Another guy had a big opening game. Picks up 18 there for 2.
Oklahoma's quarterback looks good.
he gets back to the,
He can
top
play.
of his route.
Little sidearm throw, tough throw.
Perfect time there for Lewis getting into the middle of that defense.
Oh, he overthrew him and threw a pick by an inch. Oh, good D.
So a very sharp start, but a mistake.
I just give him all that praise.
We were just talking about his accuracy and how comfortable he looks, and you know, this time this is just a matter of him just missing. You know, he loves the in-breaking routes. We saw that last week.
Oh, he had him too.
Gets high,
A little high.
Target Huggins, he's open.
A little behind him.
Right there, he just overthrows him right into the waiting arms of the safety who says, "I'll take it."
Man, I bet he wish he has that back.
First mistake of the night for either team, especially.
Matias looked good besides that.
Metcalf, a transfer from Arkansas. They expect this Michigan secondary to be better as the season goes
Michigan,
on. Inexperienced.
after the turnover, with the ball at the 38 of their own side of the field.
Jordan Marshall, who was spelled just
Run of 2.
sophomore from Moeller High School, a powerhouse in Ohio. Robert Spears Jennings made the stop.
Yeah, physical runner with the ability to get out in space and be effective getting downfield. But I'll tell you right now, Michigan's going to have to come up with a plan to attack Oklahoma downfield. They're not respecting that vertical threat, and they're trying to take away the running game and all the quick underneath.
That's it. First quarter's over.
Bryce Underwood.
Oklahoma takes the opening kickoff, marches right down the field. Sooners gain 131 yards in the opening.
Sooners were moving the ball. That turnover, very costly a minute ago. Oklahoma 7-0 over Michigan. Michigan with the ball. End of the first quarter. TV timeout. Let's check out our poll. Who wins tonight's game? 60% took Michigan. 40% took Oklahoma. If I had to pick, I would have took Oklahoma. I'm not really a big Michigan fan. I'm not really an Oklahoma guy either. But can't really go for Michigan, being a Notre Dame fan and a Georgia fan. Hey, your boy Manning looked better today, Varsity. He threw like 4 touchdowns in 5 minutes. It was against a very small school. They beat the snot out of him. But at least he looked normal, they said. I hope he's really not being quiet. What's up with Bill Belichick? Still 10-3. Refresh this page. 10-3. Belichick can't get it going. Second and 7. Charlotte with the ball on their own 40. If Belichick loses tonight, oh my goodness. Miami's up 28-3 at halftime. LSU's up 7-0. Mississippi State 10-0 over Arizona. Alabama up 21-0. Texas won 38-7. We went through all them scores earlier. Baylor knocked off SMU 48-45 in 2 double overtime. He almost went to Oklahoma. He should have stayed in college another year. I think it really would have helped him. I didn't know that. That's a cool fact. Buster Rhymes got his name from Sooner wide receiver Buster. I didn't know Shamgod went there or Buster got his name from an actual player. Yeah, you better be quiet, you. Better be quiet. Well, yeah, he's the one that invented the Euro step, really, or made it popular. He needed more time to mature as a person and a little bit as a player. They had, when they lost, who'd they lose to? Arizona in the Elite Eight to go to the Final Four with Shamgod, I think, and Crozier and them. Derek Brown. They really should have won. There was some tough calls down the stretch. We missed some free throws.
He's a guy they compare to Colston Loveland in terms of athletic ability.
He was not a good student, Shamgod. They said he had like a 3rd grade reading level. Incomplete pass. Michigan's going to punt again. I remember when I was a kid, like, reading that he had like a 3rd grade reading level when he showed up at Providence College. I think he was out of the Bronx, right? Was Shamgod from the Bronx? I'm pretty sure he was from the Bronx.
Michigan's had 3 German players. Got a couple on the roster. Julius Belshoff is Steelers.
Let's go.
He's a low punt this time. But delivers and coming up to make the diving catch there. Statania.
Imagine what Austin Crozier would do nowadays. He would start on an NBA team. 6'10", can shoot the ball from deep. Like if Crozier would fit into today's NBA, lovely. Lovely. He got a lot of playing time, though. He played quite a bit with the Pacers. He came off the bench most of his career, but he played. But yeah, Austin Crozier, Derek Brown, all them dudes. I like watching Ryan Gomes. I know it's a whole nother generation, but Gomes was fun to watch. He never got the credit he deserved. He had a good NBA career. Played for a long time. Jumped around a lot, but he stayed in the league. He was a veteran. I wish the Celtics kept him around. I know he grew up in Connecticut. I think he was from the Bronx.
The Walmart you thought you knew is now new. I'm not really one for the spotlight, but there is some gravy to be had. You know, I always seem to get primo parking. But you don't have to be a VIP to get more than just savings with Geico. Every customer gets tip-top service with 24/7 fast, friendly claim support.
I never do this, but could I get a picture?
Yeah, it's not like you run into animal celebrities every day.
Stop. It's Doug the Pug. Doug.
I
literally never do this.
Houston Rockets.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
NBA
Popeyes
champ.
wings are now spicy and
Underrated.
mild. Popeyes can make better wings. I can be better Mayfield.
A real gentleman would share those wings.
He was like not Grant Hill. He was like Horace Grant for the Bulls, only for the Rockets when they won. Played high school ball at LaSalle Academy in Manhattan But I don't think he lived in Manhattan. I think he lived in the Bronx. I know he's from one of the boroughs. I think he was in the Bronx, though. But I'm pretty sure he grew up in the Bronx, played in Manhattan.
10 national championships between these two schools, 3 for Michigan, 7 for Oklahoma. Wolverines won that Dr. Pepper CFP National Championship trophy a couple of years ago. Hard Rock Stadium is the place that will be awarded this year. Aerial Views brought to you by Goodyear for every legendary moment, still, always, forever. Oklahoma from the 22.
Oklahoma can keep the offense going.
Trying to reclaim the crispness they had on the opening drive. Impressive run-pass mix, converted 2 third longs and a 4th and 1.
Delayed handoff.
It's been tough for both teams to run tonight, at least from the running
couple yards.
Yeah, it's been tough. Wink Martindale he believes in the depth that he has, and right now he is showing that. He put Nate Marshall, who's a true freshman, 94, into the game. He got some other linebackers, Cole Sullivan, Jimmy Roller. Derek Moore is now taking a little bit of a break with Marshall, who they have really
always, buddy.
For what he could become.
Thank you for hanging.
Dominic Nichols on the other side, so rotating some fresh.
I'm going to do the Pats game tomorrow, I think.
Linebackers in the end.
We'll bounce around. We'll watch the football tomorrow.
After 20 years in the NFL.
Nice catch.
Slings it across the middle. Man, the catch is made at the 30-yard line by Satania.
Oklahoma's quarterback looks pretty damn good. One bad interception. But even on that one, he barely missed it. This kid's going to be good.
So far, Blaylock motions out, empty backfield. Not a lot of pressure from either defense so far tonight.
I like what I see out of Oklahoma's quarterback.
It's not even a factor. It's almost not even on the mind of Oklahoma at this point.
Run. Ooh, big hit.
Makes a move.
First down.
He's a guy that has track speed. National record-setting 4x100 relay team in Texas.
And because of the trips into the boundary, the defensive end, 33 Nichols, walks out there just in case they go with that quick throw, and that actually creates that lane to bounce outside to.
RPO. Quarterback keeper. Nice run. Way to fight. Gain of 5.
5 yards, and they don't appear to be there.
And there, he's just leading Cole Sullivan, the middle linebacker. I thought he might get tricked there and hand that ball off, but does a good job of staying on the ride. Linebacker collapses, and you're right, he's so elusive. He's got the mix of power and then the backyard football, just natural savvy as a ball carrier.
Definitely a willing runner.
Oklahoma driving again.
7 straight games with a rushing touchdown. 2nd and 5 is an option.
Thank you, Rossi. You're the best.
Old school Oklahoma fans will like that. Not exactly the wishbone, but it's reminiscent of the switcher era. First down again. Holly.
I'm glad someone enjoys it.
Quarterback, and there's a good reason. He played baseball all the way through his senior year of high school, where he was a shortstop. He said, I didn't have the speed as a pitcher to go that route, but he is really good with his feet. Not only that, but he squats 475 pounds, so pair that speed and good foot strength with the leg strength.
I was a hooper and a baseball player, mostly growing up, but
you do what I've been doing,
you
could do it.
When you throw some serious weight as a quarterback.
You have questions, you know my email.
Brandon Hillman.
Do not be afraid to ask me if you need help.
An interception
Losing weight.
Being checked out.
I will be more than glad to tell you what you can do.
Hi. You might know me from my other job, but I'm a business owner too.
And you don't got to
Here at
get
Once
thrown
Upon
me
a Farm, we chose the Capital One Venture.
I appreciate getting money here and there, but really, if I can help you, that's really all that matters. Someone took a timeout. Man, it is thundering everywhere over here. To the south of me, to the north of me, east of me, west of me. Where you at, Billy boy? What's the score? North Carolina's got the ball. Up by 7. If they only hang like 17 points on Charlotte, oh my goodness, it's going to be a long year for them. Bill Belichick, my goodness, what has happened to you, my friend? I lost all respect for him when he sat Malcolm. That was the beginning of the end for me as well, Varsity. What up, King? I can't believe the NFL regular season rolls out tomorrow, like, completely. It's going to be a good year of football, I have a feeling. I think we're going to have a lot of fun this year with football. Even college football, the few games I've done have been fun. Belichick getting blown out was pretty fun.
By Capital One. What's in your wallet? Angie Park by the Sonic Smasher. Buy one, get one free at the Sonic app. Live free. Eat Sonic. Center Pockets getting spruced up for this prime time. Kind of a spa day.
Oh, nice. They got the horses all decked out. Beautiful.
Outside of normal, so that's kind of a clue. If it's secret, it is kind of a clue.
When you and I did that commercial with Lee,
Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
It was a bumpy ride, but one of them was pulling a little bit harder. The other one was just kind of long for the ride.
1st and 10, Oklahoma, midfield.
LC wanted to coach him up, not pulling his weight.
Handoff, nothing.
And lowers the head, picks up just a couple.
Trying to run the football now a little bit. Batier's really been the one carrying it for the most part. Play lock involved here a little bit here on this drive.
Oklahoma running backs purchased 6 carries for 15 yards.
Oh, nice throw.
The catch made by Burks along the sidelines.
Be 3rd and long.
Short gain just into Michigan territory. Another 3rd down coming up already, the 6th.
3rd and 6.
You mentioned Michigan's youth on the back end, Chris, with Hillman going down. Remember Rod Moore, who's the veteran and really the catalyst on the back end. He's still yet to be able to come back. So there's a look at
big
Hillman. Mason
down.
Curtis comes in, rangy, 6'5", about 211-pound sophomore out of Nashville, went to Ensworth High School.
Shotgun snap. In trouble.
Some pressure here. Matier scrambles out. That's the first time they really came after him with an extra rusher on 3rd.
Good job by Michigan again. Another stop.
And as soon as we'll focus.
And they do a good job of taking away any options downfield. We just talked about Mason Curtis. He did a good job of robbing.
Good job by the Michigan
front. The first time we've really seen Matier not have an answer. Seems like anything Michigan's thrown at him, the ball has been out pretty quickly, or he scrambled to be able to pick up some time and make a throw. That time,
he didn't have no time that time.
Corralling him, keeping him in that pocket on 3rd down, not letting him create, and good coverage downfield.
Morgan back. Wolverines had a little trouble in the opener. Morgan loved to punt.
This looks like a good kick.
Kick return, fumbled one. Sure hands
inside the 20.
To make the catch at the 14-yard line. Take a look who's bringing the heat so far by Sonic Smasher. Brent Venables back calling the plays. Likes what he sees, I think, so far.
Yeah, I think he does. And I mentioned earlier, they don't feel real threatened downfield. And because of that, they're able to attack downhill and get their linebackers just kind of running freely. And whether they're getting stretched horizontally or if you're trying to go power, these guys are getting downhill and playing with a
Big
great
hit
deal of
on that
confidence.
one.
Like I said, you got a young quarterback trying to do anything you can if you're Brent Venables to affect him and rattle him. And until
Oklahoma
Michigan can
lost
make
the
up
punt.
to pay for it with something downfield, they're going
Up
to continue to
7-0,
see that.
Michigan with the ball again.
By the Sooners.
They took one downfield shot, but
First and 10, shotgun. Hand it off.
First down,
Nothing.
in the hole there, and Jordan Marshall nowhere to run. A whole bunch of Michigan plays stopped at or behind the line of scrimmage tonight.
Yeah, and again, I think a big part of what Michigan wanted to try to do is, again, is anytime you got a young quarterback, you got to be able to get your offensive lineman getting a good push. But look how quickly these guys are anticipating.
That young quarterback came in and played. I think he started.
Let alone it's Michigan. So there's a lot of movement. Make them communicate. Make them be on the same page.
Conservative approach here.
Wow.
And back inside their own 20. They hand it to Marshall.
Another third and long.
And it'll set up a third
Michigan.
long.
You got to give them credit. It's not just the calls from Brent Venables with the slant and angles and forcing an offensive line. It's still gelling to communicate. But also, these guys are playing hard.
That place is loud, boy. A lot of people.
Defensive front from Oklahoma.
I knew this was going to be a much sterner test for Underwood, and has been so
Hostile environment.
But so far, nothing downfield and very little help from the run game.
Out of the shotgun. No RPO. He hands it off. Knocked out of bounds. The loss of about 5. Oklahoma is smacking people. Big hit again. Oklahoma looks good, man.
They're going to angle this way, and just in case the quarterback runs, they have him accounted for.
Michigan's lucky this isn't
into the boundary in case he hands it off, take the quarterback away in case it's a boot the other way, and really nowhere to go for Michigan. Again, if you can't threaten the defense downfield, this is what you're going to get.
Allen back. This time tries to...
Oh, shit, it almost got blocked. He ran into him.
Oklahoma put back in their own territory. There's a flag down. Looks like he got hit after getting the punt away. Let's see if it's the 5 or 15-yard variety.
Oh, no.
Personal foul, of course, would give them the first down.
He tried to slow down, but he ran into him, but very aggressively.
It's almost Seago, who is aggressive, the middle linebacker.
They try to slow himself down. You can see he's trying, but that's a personal foul.
Roughing the kicker. Defense, 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
It's the second major penalty in Oklahoma that's given Michigan a first down. No penalties yet on the Wolverines.
Self-inflicted wounds. He's throwing them a tier interception, too. That ball just kind of got away from him. This is a big play that gets Bryce Underwood and Michigan. Not only did they get the football back, but Oklahoma would have had the football plus territory right at midfield.
Yeah, it was a bad punt.
Yeah.
They were getting ready to take over.
That's a huge sequence there for Michigan.
Penalties always cost you.
Can McCauley get downfield? Can somebody get downfield?
Michigan first and 10
and win
from the 30 and a half, really. Man in motion, back the other way. Takes the handoff. In trouble, hit, incomplete.
And it's incomplete. Heavy pressure. That was Cortland Guillory off the corner who hit him. Blitz.
Guillory comes off the edge, but look at this effort right
Not
here.
a great play fake.
Loses his balance, continues to work to try to affect the play.
I think that was a bone. I think they blew the play in the backfield.
Corner in the country asked to be out there on islands. We keep talking about Michigan going downfield.
It is loud at Oklahoma tonight. They are cranking.
That time blitzed.
Wow.
Venables will throw some wrinkles in any quarterback, especially the young ones.
Gonna run it again?
They're going to continue to try Haynes. Flag in the pit area. This may be first Michigan penalty tonight. Kip Lewis on the stop for OU. Chip Lindsey's being patient with this run game in early downs, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Holding defense number 52. 10-yard penalty.
Wow.
Automatic first down.
So it's the defensive lineman, Dominic Williams, called for see that called a lot.
No, you don't see that hardly.
Yeah, Bryant's really trying hard to put a program together. Their basketball team's been in the tournament the last few years. They actually played pretty well up until the second half last year. They got knocked out by like a 1 or 2 seed, but they hung in there for a while.
Legitimate attempt to the ball carrier. You can't pull a guy out of the way to let your
Halfback sweep. Out of bounds. Gain about 8.
Another penalty gives Michigan a boost, and that's the best first down run they've had tonight. Williams in the force out there.
Well, they were able to get to the edge because of the left tackle. Evan Link was able to sustain
one of the better runs all night for Michigan.
Good job of using leverage there and then his strength.
Pick up 8 in Oklahoma territory. Brown booing this drive completely was prolonged, obviously, by the roughing the punter, but aided by that holding call.
Killing themselves with penalties on this drive. 2nd and 2 Michigan from the 49. Run.
Stop. Handoff by the time Haynes gets the line of scrimmage. A bunch of OU guys are coming downhill. And actually Williams, the corner again, made the play along with David Stone.
Oklahoma is
Keep in mind Holly's report. Marlon Klein, the tight end on that edge. Do not
they got some dogs.
in this style of offense, especially in short
I
yardage.
like this team.
17. You see that
I like the way they play.
Has waited his time to be the guy, and to have something holding him back is a significant loss in these kind of situations.
Under his center, they need about 1.5 yards.
Handoff.
Ooh,
close.
Right at the line. Let's see where they spot it.
I think he's going to get it.
It's going to be enough as a side judge runs in there. Michigan just barely.
He got there.
It's a fresh set of downs.
It looks like he got there.
Yeah, there's some penetration initially there by David Stone.
Another big hit, Oklahoma.
Good hard running, and it looks like Hadi is down, the left guard. Chris, you're right. I mean, this is right at the line.
Right at the yellow line.
But pretty good effort there. Haynes played right at the line.
He got it.
Close.
He was even with the line.
The ball did get across that plane there. Hadi is a co-captain. Guy who was on the national championship team as a backup. Key part of that offensive line.
Looks like his ankle or his knee.
Gold Bond believes touch says everything.
Injury timeout. 7-0 Oklahoma. Big upset today. South Florida knocked off Boise State last week. Number 25 team in the country. Today they knocked off number 13 Florida in Florida. Huge upset. Martin Grammatica's son, I believe, kicked the game-winning field goal. For anyone that wasn't here earlier, before we switched over to this game, we were watching that game, the end of it. Florida play a spit on a South Florida player and got a really stupid penalty late in that game that killed him. I don't know what's up with all the spitting in football lately. What's Billy Boy doing? Billy Belichick up 17-3. It's almost halftime. North Carolina finally scoring some points. Miami up 35-3. Halfway through the third. LSU up 10-0 at about the half. Louisiana Tech plays people tough as well. Mississippi State 17-0 over number 12 Arizona State. Mississippi State always sneaks out a couple wins over ranked teams every year. I don't even know what conference they're in anymore. I want to say they're in the SEC, but they're always moving these teams around. Iowa State beat Iowa 16-13. I don't think that game was today. I thought it was played previous to today, but I could be wrong. Damn, what did they have to bring the stretcher out for this dude? Long commercial. Check out our poll. Who will win tonight's football game? 61% say Michigan will beat the Oklahoma Sooners. 39% say Oklahoma will beat the Michigan Wolverines. Oklahoma up 7-0, 5:24 to go in the second. 1st and 10. Michigan, they're driving. A lot of penalties on Oklahoma this drive.
Your captains for Michigan not able to be on the field right now. Klein and El-Hadi. Underwood, roll, delivers.
Nice catch.
Good one. Guy they expect big things from this year based on a strong camp.
Good job of selling his watch price Underwood. Just a design rollout. Move the launch point, just waits, let the play develop. You can see how comfortable he is in throwing the football on the run. Nice big window out there between the corner and the safety. Able to put it right over top of the corner, right to
Michigan's starting to wake up.
For a big first down play.
Chunk play of 25 yards. Enough to loosen up that defense, perhaps. Michigan
Underwood, 5 for 9, 76 yards. In the shotgun, man in motion. RPO, they hand it off.
First they kick through.
1 for 2.
Picks up a couple.
To play Jim Harbaugh with Love. I think they had 7 offensive linemen in the lineup that time. With an unbalanced look to the left side there.
1st and 10.
Yeah, 1st and 10. Moore and Jim Harbaugh, kindred spirits. They love to win that line of scrimmage. And like I said,
2nd and 8, 4 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the second quarter. Michigan, a toss. Nice cut, nice job, good running.
Down inside the 15. Kinsey got him down, but it's going to set up a 30 short.
Nice play by Haynes.
Nice job here responding to the opportunity after that block punt, or the roughing the punter that gave them a new set of downs. He's taken full advantage of this, driving this ball deep into Oklahoma territory.
Wearing down this Oklahoma defense, perhaps. 12th play of this drive coming up. Under 3rd and short.
Oklahoma's D's got to be gassed. 12th play of the drive. Out of the gun. 1 wide receiver. Throws. Incomplete. Flags everywhere.
Was blocking. There's a flag on the...
I think this flag's going to go against Michigan.
That may be offensive PI.
Yeah.
I mean, he never really turned his head to think about running a route. Just depends on if the officials thought that the corner, Guillory, locked up with him initially. But look, I mean, he's never turning to try to find the ball.
Good coverage.
Straight up a block. He was confused about what was going on with the play call. We all Phil Lamagna in this one. They're conferencing down there. This Big Ten crew.
This has got to be on
The onus
Michigan.
was on the offensive player, and he went right at him. There is no foul on the play for pass interference. 4th down.
No
So
foul.
that miscommunication on a 3rd and 2. Send out the field goal team.
4th and 2. They're going to
Enough from this OU
try and
defense.
kick a field
Not a
goal.
success. A little surprised he's not going for it on 4th and 2.
Am I surprised? I think at this point in a game that's going to be a low scoring, probably 1 possession.
3:22 to play in the second quarter. 7-0 Oklahoma. Michigan going to try and kick pretty much an extra point field goal, maybe a little longer.
All-American.
32-yard attempt.
Bombs him from 50 plus easily. This is a chip shot at 32 to get the Wolverines.
Snaps good, holds good. Kick is wide left.
He hooked it. No good. That'll be the announcement. He got it. Oh my God.
It is loud there.
Oh, Chris. I know. I'm going to hear about it. But, he's dead. Now let's talk about his technique. And that was the announcement. Mike Black is my spotter. He'll grade the technique on this one. Animated conversation over there.
Michigan looks like they're fighting with each other on the sideline.
Left of your picture
with a coach.
With a teammate. Klein is not playing tonight. Got involved, separating him.
Yeah, there was something when he
Underwood.
He was frustrated.
The quarterback.
He's talking to Justice Haynes.
Talking to his running back.
Remember, he's
Klein's trying to get
happy.
in there.
18 years old, true freshman.
He had a true freshman. He had a transfer running back.
Haynes not very happy.
Just sort of a conversation, get on the same page.
Big choke by Michigan. Oklahoma gonna run it with their quarterback. Big hit. Gain of 2. Holy smokes.
Before halftime, gets it back.
Wow, that was a pop. Laces out, Dan.
A little bit early there. Goes to show you even some of the...
I made you cookies. Laces out.
Like you said, you're used to every time he goes out there, it's put 3 points up.
He ain't getting no pussy when he gets back to Michigan.
If they can pick up this first down.
2nd and 7. Handoff. Nice run. Be 3rd and 4. 3rd and 3.
Wolverines made the tackle on the play.
Michigan all 3 timeouts, have the 2-minute timeout as well. Good to see Hillman back out there. He's been flying all over this field. You're talking about a physical safety. Man, he is laying the wood on these running backs.
They're going to snap the ball.
Made a pick against Mexico when they were only up 10 in the 3rd quarter.
Man in motion.
It was a key play. Mid-opening win.
Oh, almost jumped. Someone jumped.
Flag down, ball pitched downfield over the head.
I think it was on Michigan.
Up front by Michigan, looked like 95 Trey Pierce.
That's a big penalty. If it's on whoever it's on.
Good job with experience material going with that hard count on 3rd down.
I think Michigan jumped
first down.
and then Oklahoma jumped, but I could be wrong.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both on the defense. Offside, defense number 95. The penalty is declined. Personal foul, hands to the face. Defense number 95, 15-yard penalty.
Refs calling a lot of that shit on both teams.
Package deal for Trey Pierce. They'll, of course, accept the major penalty.
Huge penalty.
The first of the night against Michigan. It's in the pit here.
Yeah, he's right here.
Yep, he jumped.
Then he gets the hands up into the face of the center.
Got it. Didn't last that long, but he
Screen to the wide receiver.
contact for sure.
Gain of 2, maybe 3.
Picks up about 3.
And Michigan
2-minute
defense looking
warning.
over Wink Martindale to get their call.
That'll be the
Good
2-minute
game so
timeout.
far.
The ball is snapped. They're still looking
Both
over
teams
there.
hitting hard, playing hard.
Able to get in position there. I think that's what Wink was talking to him about.
Michigan just missed a chip shot. 32-yard field goal.
7-0 lead before the break here.
Trail 7-0. Oklahoma trying to get more points on the board. Timeout. 2-minute warning.
Right now,
What other games are close? So when halftime comes on, we can check something else out. Where are you, ESPN app? Mississippi State 17-0 over ASU. Number 12 could go down. Number 13 went down. Now number 12 might go down. And LSU is only up 10-0 on Louisiana Tech at half. Interesting. Mississippi State. Not fucking around. Arizona State down 17-0. A lot of people think Arizona is going to be right back where they were last year. They lost quite a few guys. They also returned some.
And the quarterback throws, and that one is caught for a Mississippi State first down. Aiden Williams came back to the ball, and now it's the Bulldogs who can turbocharge out to the 45. Great throw, great catch. Beautiful route by Aiden Williams, getting on the DB's toes and hitting the brakes, coming back to the ball.
They're up 17-3 at the half.
He's going to scramble ahead, and Chapin slides right around midfield.
Wow, Mississippi State is just doing whatever they want, apparently. Trying to put points on the board before the half as well.
Final minute and a half. of the first half. Now
wide open.
Pass, right side, Bothwell.
First down.
Nice move, and that's the power at the end for Bulldogs first down. Boy, good footwork for a 230-pound back, showing how elusive he is. Soft hands out of the backfield. Plenty of time on the clock right here. Mississippi State, they're going to take their time and play under control. Into ASU territory. Shapen. Dancing around.
Nice
Shapen.
run.
Here he goes again.
Oh, it's a hold.
Thrown a couple of them. So I would imagine that this one
That's a hold.
is coming back. Going to be holding on Zach Owens. 52 for Mississippi State, the right guard.
Holding. Offense number 52. 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
Florida State put 77 points up on East Texas A&M.
And Owens right here does a good job
That's an
handling
old
the
school
TV
beatdown.
stuff.
All right, back to Oklahoma, Michigan.
Of the year.
Oklahoma with the ball, driving before the half. They lead 7-0 at their own 45. 2nd and 7.
Penalties in the previous Michigan drive did not hurt them after all. It's here across the middle.
Oh no, pick! Almost.
Trying to hit Deion Brooks, who was streaking down the field.
That was a bad throw.
Zeke Berry in coverage off the shoulder pad.
Yeah, off the shoulder pad. I'd like to. The tier love to put a little bit more air under that and lead him downfield. He threw that a little more on the line, unable to get up and over.
That was the worst throw he's had all night. Worse than that pick.
Yeah, top of the helmet. A little more air. I think that Hillman's coming over a little bit late. He might have been able to squeeze.
3rd and 7. Oklahoma's been able to move the ball. They just can't score.
Get the football back with plenty of time. 3 timeouts. It's here.
Tough throw.
Throws a dart.
Wow.
First down inside the 45.
This kid can play, man.
This is where the continuity and experience of an offensive coordinator who comes over with his quarterback, you get in, still feel like you're comfortable in attack mode here at the end of the half.
RPO, handoff. Nice job. Broke 3 tackles. First down.
Rips off about 9. They're inside the 35. Clock still running.
The counter player, they pull that right guard and right tackle. That opened up nicely, but effective running and great balance that time by Javonte Barnes.
Minute 30 to go.
Got all 3 timeouts. Plenty of time here to work, especially in this style of offense, with 3 timeouts.
Quarterback keeper up the middle.
Sidestep.
Gain of 7 or 8.
Nice block there from Panic, the tight end.
And his stop and go for a quarterback is just rare.
Matia can play,
Now
man.
in a minute, 3 timeouts. Again,
He's playing well
very,
tonight.
very comfortable.
I've never seen the kid play before. He looks pretty damn good.
Have gone to Deion Burks, so obviously you want to keep an eye on him if you're Michigan, whether you're bracketing him or keeping a safety to be able to help out.
They got time. They're being sort of casual here, though.
Yeah.
Then inside 45 seconds, 2nd and 2. It's here on the move.
Bootleg throw, complete. Oh, broke a tackle.
Down inside the 5, the man from
Big
Detroit,
move.
hurting his home state school. Big impact in the first half. It's first and goal.
You mentioned how he's probably playing with a bit of a chip on his shoulder growing up in that region and getting a chance to
getting the job done.
Who didn't offer him. Continue
Matia
to go to number
getting
4.
the
That
job
time,
done.
the safety, Hillman,
First and goal, 30 seconds in the half. Oklahoma's got all their timeouts.
They punch it in down here again. It's Barnes straight ahead.
Now no timeout.
Yeah, they have to. There's going to be 26 seconds to go. Burks targeted 9 times. Across 6, 90.
Getting the crowd into it.
Pass for a touchdown. And Oklahoma, with the way their defense is playing.
Boy, there's a lot. It's crazy the amount of people in that place.
Chris Ford, halftime, 4 minutes away. Booker McFarland, Kevin Nagani.
You look, it's just rows of red and white, red and white. I know they got to hold close to 100,000 there. That place is massive.
But look at Blake Shapen dropping back. Look how he drops it.
right there, runs underneath it, hits 17-0, and the cowbells are ringing.
Wow, Brennan Thompson with the grab. Right now, Arizona State down 17-0. Back to you guys.
Uh-oh. Talk to me.
Somebody said that on game day. It was going to happen in Starkville.
My super dog. Hope Reese Davis is listening to that. You got to finish, though. One reason I picked them, the cowbells at night.
80,000.
Big sequence here.
126.
Successful in the red zone before they found
Wild.
that short pass.
More than a football, way more than a professional stadium, like a NFL team.
And the big is 2-score lead here.
80,000? 81,000? Holy shit. Nice play. Way to sell it. John Mateer, 2-yard run.
That's a pretty good first half for Mateer. And Oklahoma statement in the first half.
If he plays like this all year, he's going to the NFL.
It wasn't just going to be about his arm. It was going to be about his legs. Whether it was QB design run or his ability to scramble around, it's 9 times.
That's big for Oklahoma because Michigan gets the ball at half. I'm pretty sure.
That's 8 games going back to his career at Wazoo that he's had a touchdown run and a touchdown pass in the same game. That's a heck of a streak, longest active in the country.
Let's take a look at our AT&T connected clicker. See the safeties here and here, and he recognizes that. Watch how he has the instincts of a running back. I mean, that's taken away. Michigan doing a pretty good job with that defensive line. But watch the space open up on the backside, and he's able to locate that. That's just natural ball carrier instincts and good, tough running there. Nice job up front. Keep in mind this stat. Since Sharon Moore's been the head coach at Michigan, they're 9-0 when they have the lead at halftime. They're 0-5 when trailing at the half. Down 14, there's Ben Arbuckle fired up. Mateer, for a guy that just got here, looks like he's been here his whole life.
Mateer looked pretty damn good tonight.
Talked about the comfort level, the maturity.
He looked like Baker Mayfield.
Michigan, by the way, Kirk, hasn't been held scoreless in the first half since 2020, the COVID year against Wisconsin. So 59 straight games they put points on the board in the first half until this one.
And I would say there were times last year, if you said that, it was about Michigan's offense just kind of struggling to find an identity. I would say in the first 30 minutes what we've seen tonight has as much to do with the opponent and the Oklahoma defense as much as what's going on with Michigan.
Oklahoma's been putting a beating down on defense. They are hitting.
An aggressive defense here week 2.
That's why I felt it was wise to be cautious about what you saw against New Mexico in the first game. Whole different deal. 56th season of Monday Night Football kicks off. Divisional battle, Vikings and Bears, 8 Eastern, ESPN, ABC, and Deportes. And, of course, ESPN app. They do like back on ESPN, too.
2 quarterbacks probably watching this game and cheering on their schools. I will say this about, if you're a Michigan fan, keep 2 things in mind. Number 1, you get the ball to start the second half. And also, defensively, Jayshon Barham will be back. He's been out in the first half. His QB run's been effective.
They're going to try and move the ball.
And number 1 in the middle can help negate a lot of that.
What up, Crispy? Nah, they're going to run it.
Marshall.
They're going to run this out. 14-0 Oklahoma at the half.
Total yards in this first half, just 42 on the ground.
Michigan's coach looks pissed.
Only takeaway on the half. Michigan down 2 scores. They will get the football to begin the third quarter. But it's Venables and that Sooners defense and their experienced new quarterback. The story of this first half. Let's go check in with Holly and Brett Venables.
Well, Coach, how would you describe the physicality and execution for your defense right now? They've made quite a statement.
Yeah, no, again, our guys are flying around knocking paint off the helmets. It looks good.
You went for it on 4th down. You've kept the ball in your quarterback's hands. Why do you trust him so much right now, especially in the run game?
Well, John sees a lot. Again, he's a coach out there on the field. I'm most impressed with the offensive line, their physicality, their ability to protect the quarterback right now. They're in a really good rhythm on offense.
Thank you,
Good
Coach.
point, Coach.
Yeah, the guys up front on both sides knew it was going to be that kind of a game, a physical game decided at the line of scrimmage.
Johnny McKee.
Oklahoma, they're up 14-0.
Kid looks good.
Break. Kevin Agabi, guys in the studio, will update you what's going on all around the country on week 2.
Yeah, I saw that game came down to the wire. I saw the score. I didn't get to watch any of it. Florida went down. Florida lost to South Florida at home. You should have seen the people at the Swamp. Oh my God! I don't know if you saw that game. The South Florida fans, probably 1,000 of them that were there, were going ape shit, and the Gators fans looked like they lost their dog. Gators got to go play LSU at LSU now after losing to South Florida at home. Oh, they was crying in their beds down in the Swamp tonight. Mighty Casey struck out. There was a big penalty in that game, too, late in the game. I don't know if it was on the game-winning drive or not. It might have been the drive before, but it was still a big play. One of the defensive linemen for the Gators spit on one of the players for South Florida and cost them mightily. Big 15-yard penalty kept South Florida alive. Grammatica's son hit the game-winning kick. One of the Grammatica brothers.
Right? You're not feeling right if you're a Florida Gator fan. Stunned faces at the Swamp will explain why.
Arizona State's getting their ass whooped too. Number 12 getting ready to go down. Down 17-0 at half to Mississippi State. Personal foul on Mississippi State. They might get another play. Oh, they're going to get another play.
Side of your screen, you need to stop playing in that moment. And then 44.
Yeah, they always play tough. You know.
Who lays the hit? I understand that it is a massive hit on Sam Levitt, but there's no contact to his head. It doesn't really matter. They only enforced one of those two 15-yard penalties. So ASU runs the field goal team out there.
Arizona State's going to try and hit a 50-yarder.
Field goal try. And Mississippi State's going to use another one of their timeouts. So I'm with you. There's definitely gray area on that penalty on the quarterback because
they ended up figuring it out.
And they're enforcing the 15 yards.
They were down 16-3 at half.
Academic. Yeah, great point.
Ended up winning 27-13, I think. Or 16.
Gomez, the field goal kicker.
Troy had them in trouble.
And he's got a big leg. It's a nice kick. There's
Kentucky
not a lot of wind.
gave Ole Miss a run as
Definitely
well.
has the leg for this.
Ole Miss barely pulled that out.
It's going to be a 52-yard try. Transfer from Eastern Michigan.
Grambling
Field goal kicking
lost to Ohio State 70-0. Wow. 51-yard attempt from Jesus Gomez. Trying to put some points up for ASU.
Here we go. From 51 yards out at the end of the half.
Looks good.
It's on the way. It looks good, and it is good.
Big kick.
About the only positive thing that happened for Arizona State all half, on the final play of the half, they get...
So 17-3 Mississippi State. Michigan's down 14-0 at half.
Cross right there to
Let's check out some of the halftime report.
USF now driving. Brendan Bed of Florida given a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct. He was ejected for spitting in a Bulls player's face. And then this is the drive. Alvon Isaac in territory for the Gators, and that is trouble for Florida.
Oh, the Grammatica, the game
game-winning kick. Yeah, it's going to be a party in Tampa.
Yeah, Nico Grammatica, 20 yards out. It's the difference. And for Billy Napier, next week you're at LSU. And then look at the gauntlet
Then
after
Miami
that
and
as well.
Texas.
They realize they have one of the
Texas
toughest schedules
A&M.
in America. This is a very disappointing loss for Billy Napier. He's got to get his team ready to play on the road in Baton Rouge next week.
USF
Florida's
is a
gotta
top
play
25 team. They are taking
4
on
top
Miami
20
next.
teams in a row.
Meanwhile, I mentioned Florida against LSU next week. LSU taking on Louisiana Tech. Garrett Nussmeier, plenty of time.
Yeah,
Nice
good to see
try.
Nick Anderson get involved. The Oklahoma transfer playing for LSU.
That is a low score there, 10-0. A surprise concern?
A little bit.
Yes, right now, There was a lot of concern in Clemson early on. Off the loss to LSU, number 8 in the land, and taking on Troy. The Goose let loose. Goose crowded to Trey Taylor, 44 yards. Troy up 7-0. And then, how about this? The interception is T.J. Thompson.
Tips it over those, Kev. We got to get those. A big boy touchdown for Troy.
Dabo's team grade is 0 because they were held at 16-0 at one point. But here comes Brian Wesco Jr. and Kate Klubnik. Blown coverage, and they would answer with 27 straight points. Clemson survived.
You kind of felt this coming after halftime. I guarantee you Dabo has some choice words, and maybe he grades his team better in the second half than he did LSU.
All week long, the headlines focusing on Texas. Number 1 last week. Arch Manning struggling in Columbus. He took responsibility. Did you see enough from Arch Manning coming back home and taking on San Jose State?
I still saw the inconsistencies, but what I did like what I saw was when Sarkisian, the head coach and play caller, he opened the offense up. He became more aggressive. Hopefully Bryce Underwood's play caller does the same thing in the second half.
Manning 5 total
San
touchdowns
Jose.
in this one. He could use his legs here. The defense forced
I always
4
call
first
Eli.
half turnovers. That helped the offense immensely here. 38-7, Texas back on track. Meanwhile, East Coast weather delays everywhere. Georgia, number 4 in the country, between the hedges. Look at this lightning strike. Wow.
Yeah.
1 hour, 46-minute delay, and you felt like Georgia couldn't get into a rhythm here, Bogue.
No, but we know Georgia can run the football field. Last week, Marshall. This week, Austin Peay. Couple of warm-up games for the Bulldogs, and they passed the test.
Yeah, they have 4 rushing touchdowns for them. Tennessee is next, and Tennessee and Joey Aguilar, he just gives them some moxie here. He can move around and then direct traffic.
Nico didn't want him. Joey does. Kev, they can throw the football down the field, and they can do it at a higher rate than they did last year.
Tennessee wins big 72-17, and it sets up a showdown. Game day will be there. Knoxville next Saturday. Number 4 Georgia taking on number 22 Tennessee.
There was like 6 or 7 teams that hung over 65 points on people today. There was at least 4 teams I can think of that scored at least 70 today. Whew. Damn. Going back to the old school days when Nebraska was a powerhouse, beat everyone by 80. That wasn't good. Run it up. That's a Florida fan. He don't look too happy tonight.
Well as Mississippi State's defense was playing, a lot of opportunities to complete balls, 10 yards, 12 yards, 20 yards down the field, and Levitt just missed them. And I'm sure this is what Coach Dillingham is going to talk to them about at halftime. The plays are there to be made. Just make the layups, take what you're given, and we'll see if the second half is any different.
Question is, do they change anything up in terms of signage? It's so difficult to hear in that building there. And the Bulldogs, the 17-3 halftime lead. And we'll take a timeout when we come back. Wait till you hear how Arch Manning described his second start of the season today at home against San Jose State. It's coming up next.
This halftime report is presented.
Check out tomorrow's games. Going to be some bad weather up the East Coast again tomorrow. Might be some games with some really shitty weather that could be interesting, especially in New York, in New England, maybe in. I don't know if the Pittsburgh's at home this week. I know they're playing the Jets. I think that game's in New York. I could be wrong. Check out the games tomorrow. I know the late night game is probably the best game of the day. Bills-Ravens. You got 1 o'clock games. Cardinals and Saints, that's going to be a doo-doo. Panthers, Jaguars, that could be doo-doo. Buccaneers, Falcons, never know. Steelers at Jets. Bengals at Browns. Dolphins at Colts. Raiders at New England. Giants at Commanders. 4:05, Titans at Broncos. 49ers at Seahawks. Lions at Packers. Big game. 4:25 tomorrow. Texans at Rams. I told you the game tomorrow night at 8:20. Ravens, Bills. And Monday night, Vikings, Bears. A lot of division games. We already talked about that a few nights ago. Then Thursday night of this upcoming week, Commanders versus the Packers. The Packers got to play Detroit tomorrow, and then they got to play the Commanders on Thursday. Ugh. I think both of the games are home games, though, for them. Yeah. Still not an easy test. 14-0. Oklahoma leads Michigan at the half. Halftime should be almost over.
And the difference, Kyle Conradi. Last year's hero, this year's again, 54 yards out.
And right now, there's not a sober student in Ames.
Iowa State wins at Ames for the first time since 2011. The catch you got to see, one of the best all year. Jacoby Lane from USC. Look at this. One-handed. It is beautiful.
Kev, I was always taught one arm is longer than two, so he just went up and hot pointed the ball.
Wow. One more look. Lane.
Pretty nice.
Are you kidding me? Fighting off and then still making the grab.
1995, Kev, against my division rival, I made a catch like this.
We don't have video. It didn't happen. USC up 31-13. Johnny Mateer looking good, feeling good, up 14-0. Much more coming up.
Johnny Mateer looks like the man. Kid from Oklahoma playing quarterback. Looks damn good. Damn good. Threw one interception, and it was still a beautiful throw. He just missed this guy. He's really only had 2 bad throws all night. He's been able to stay pretty clean, too. Good job by the Oklahoma offensive line, like the coach said right before the half. Right before the halftime show. Arizona State, we talked about them. They're down 17-3.
That touchdown run.
Yeah, Kalen DeBoer, the head coach, is trying to get them to establish that Bama factor that they used to have under Nick Saban, which is they're going to dominate everybody.
Meantime, 295 yards, 4 touchdowns today from Arch Manning.
And he started out big. It was a big assist from the San Jose State defense. He had a lot of open receivers. But he started to get out of first gear and took that next step after what was last week very disappointing at Ohio State.
Positive day for everyone but Arch.
Arch, you said last week you didn't play to your standard. What did you think about your play today?
Once again, not very good, but, we got to clean up a lot of things. Some guys made some plays, though, so that's good, but, it was a little sloppy.
What do you feel like you learned and improved on?
I thought I made more plays and attacked him more, but, it was just sloppy all around.
Thank you for the time.
Yeah, have a good
Congratulations.
He sounds like Peyton.
Elsewhere, Clemson, we take a look at what Arch did in week 1, 170 yards. Trevor, 295, did have the interception today.
Yeah, he missed some opportunities, though, and that's the big key. The standard is not beat
295, 4 touchdowns and
an interception. The standard
is
is to operate with the precision that'll win the national championship, and they didn't
Pretty
do that.
good game.
Clemson trailed Troy 16-3 at the half, and then Cade Klubnik saved the day.
He did. This is a beautiful throw. The thing about Clemson is that they had a physical game against LSU last week. They got to go to Georgia Tech next week, and Troy is not a good cupcake to put in the middle. They're tough.
Grambling and Ohio State. Trevor, 87 yards. Julian Sayin to Jeremiah Smith.
Jeremiah Smith, best player in college football.
All game long, he did what he needs to do, which is don't be the superhero.
80-yard
Distribute
touchdown.
the ball to the receivers. Let them be the superheroes. And that's what he'll need to do as the season goes on as a young quarterback.
Another one of those a lot to a little scores like the Oregon-Oklahoma State game. And then Penn State, 3 weeks away from the showdown with Oregon, the 34-0 blanking of FIU, and we're coming back.
The Loaded Italian has
Breaking news this Saturday night, a deadly stabbing inside an IHOP in Brooklyn. Police were at the scene today on Flatlands Avenue in Starrett City. They say shortly before 11 last night, 67-year-old Hector Reynoso Perez was stabbed in the torso. Another employee was slashed on the hand. He is okay. A suspect is now in custody. The annual Labor Day Parade is the place for the New York City mayoral candidates to be seen. Progressive firebrand Bernie Sanders was also there, supporting Democratic nominee Zohran Mamdani. The other three candidates all vowing to remain in the race, dismissing talk President Trump could convince any of them to drop out. Meteorologist Brianna Ruffalo is here now with a look at your exclusive AccuWeather forecast. Hi, Brianna.
Hey, good evening. It was a stormy Saturday, and the good news is our thunderstorm activity is calming down as we head into the rest of the night tonight. Our temperatures are going to start to dip, though. Once this cold front passes, we'll see temperatures come down a bit tonight, and then we'll lead into a much cooler Sunday as well. So we'll still hang on to showers overnight tonight. That's going to take us into our Sunday, too. So we're looking at a bit of a damp Sunday. Temperatures will be really nice, though. We're looking at some low 70s as we head into tomorrow. And then we have cooler temperatures hanging on for a bit this week. We're going to talk about some more fall-like weather when Eyewitness News returns after the game.
I want summer to stay.
It's me, Wednesday Addams. My meal of misfortune is now at Wendy.
Oh, come on. Let's go. Let's get back to the game. They've had enough time. All the delays in the games made me stay up so much later than I wanted to this week. A couple games delayed by bad weather. Even today in college football, same thing. Quite a few games delayed for bad weather. Michigan is not dead yet, but they've got to get something going right out of the gates, starting the second half. I like the way Oklahoma, I'm impressed with them tonight. I think they're probably going to be a playoff team, how they look right now. They look like a playoff team so far tonight. I know they play in the SEC now, so maybe they might not get there, but SEC is so tough, man. Oh my God, I forgot to play Powerball. Son of a bitch. Oh my God, I'll fucking lose it. 1.8 billion tonight, and I forgot to play. Son of a bitch. I meant to get them when I went to the market. Imagine winning 1.8 billion. I hope my heart could take it if I ever do hit. Please, God. I'll give a ton of that shit away. Just please don't let me have a heart attack when I find out I win. 1.8 billion. Half of it's going in taxes. So you got like 900 million. Probably a little less. You take it all at once and have a fucking blast the rest of your life. Exactly. I can't believe Kelly's wife, Kelly's on with her husband on TV. Kelly and Mark.
We're getting set for Sunday Countdown from New York. Randy Moss, what do we have?
Man, we got some You Got Moss play, some flag football. Rex, what you got?
I got some baseball for you. You know I got that one. That's here morning at 10 Eastern. Chris Fowler, back to you.
Randy, thank you. Second half Rafa Norman, welcome back to the SEC on ABC. You're watching ABC Saturday Night Football, presented by Capital One. Rare collision between SEC and Big Ten ranked teams in the regular season. In Oklahoma, strong performance as a 14-point lead. Wolverines will get the football to begin the third quarter. Chris Fowler, Kirk Herbstreit, welcome back. Well, all the focus on the new offenses, the new quarterbacks. Oklahoma's defense, to me, was the story of the first half. So, if you're Arbuckle in Michigan, how do you get the offense going? You know the defense is going to get a boost having Jayshon Barham. This is a targeting call last week against New Mexico. Now, this negated a defensive touchdown. It was initiated by the booth. Bill Lamagna is alongside. What about that call, Bill?
Well, it's one of those calls. I mean, it was suspect right from the beginning. But one of the requirements is he's a defensive player, and there's forcible contact where that defender is coming in and nailed him with his head first.
See if he can help his defense
Joe
now.
Moore certainly vehemently disagreed. And we'll see if Barham returning helps against those quarterback runs when the Sooners get the football back. Holly?
Well, guys, Jayshon Barham did warm up with the team before the game. He's been involved in everything he could be before that first half suspension. He has warmed up here in the second half and will be a huge boost. Many people think he is the hardest hitting player in college football, and his physical presence should help, as you pointed out, Kirk, in the quarterback run game of John Mateer. Two other key injuries. Gio El-Hadi, one of the team captains and left guard, is likely out for the rest of this game with an ankle injury.
Yeah, he looked like he got hurt bad.
Best safety you talked about, Brandon Hillman, he was throwing up right before halftime, but I'm told he can return, but he is not at full strength.
Thank you for the detailed report, Holly. Michigan football here.
Big run. He's gone.
Haynes in the clear.
See ya. Big play.
Lightning strike in the first play of the half. 75 yards.
I think he's a true freshman.
Contained all half.
Huge play.
In the very first play, we had a look to get a 75-yard touchdown.
They go with that jumbo look again, that off-balance look, and had some movement before the snap. I don't know if that maybe affected the communication, but you got a couple backup offensive linemen, Blake Frazier, Lawrence Patar, who were in there. They ended up impacting
We got a game.
on the backside.
Cool.
Justice Haynes, after a slow first half, an electric play that perhaps could turn this Michigan's way. He was brilliant in the opener.
Let's take a peek at this. There's the movement, Chris. Look, there's the two backup offensive linemen. Remember, Klein is out. They're starting tight end, so their answer is to get some of these linemen. They're on the left. They're going to run this to the right, and then watch the cutback and watch how they sustain their blocks on that side.
Oklahoma got too deep.
Oklahoma's been cheating those linebackers and safeties down. And when you do that, if you could just make one guy miss or one guy's out of his gap, in this case it's 22, Bowman, don't Bowman. And you got it back, as we've said, with Justice Haynes, who's always been known for his powers, worked on acceleration and that long speed. We saw it last week against New Mexico, and you see it tonight, first play of the second half to get Michigan back into this game.
One of the things skilled position players do in the offseason, they do that speed training. It's arduous work, just trying to add a little bit more burst. They had a 56-yard run on the opener, and now the
13
longest
carries,
run for Michigan,
111 yards.
right there.
And like I said, Marlon Klein out.
We got a game.
Frazier and Hattar come in, that jumbo look, trying to create that extra gap for this Oklahoma defense to have to account for. And it's the running game. You know, you're thinking down 14-0 with a freshman quarterback. They're going to have to start to become an obvious passing team, and instead they stick to their guns, and it pays off.
Very true.
They've relied so much on tight ends the last couple of years. Nobody in the country has a higher percentage of targets to the tight end. That's why it's a really big deal that Klein, their captain, can't go tonight.
And this is part of the emotion. This is an RPO on a third and short. You can see a disagreement. The receiver was actually blocking. They wave off the flag. You can see that Justice Haynes arguing there, continues on the sideline. Eventually, cooler heads would prevail. You know, the experience of Haynes talking, the quarterback very animated with, hey, this is what I saw, you know. And Justice Haynes is a great teammate, but a guy that needs to understand when you got a young quarterback on the road, especially with the captains down, Klein and El-Hadi, he needs to be there to help him in those kind of situations.
Underwood not afraid to bring some fire as an 18-year-old freshman.
See what Oklahoma does.
Pocket slings it. Short catch. Sooners do have their tight end. And Danik is a key part of the offense. Makes the grab, picks up a short gain. Holly?
Well, guys, you talked about that quick little scuffle on the sideline, or, heated conversation, but we talked to Justice Haynes this week. He could not rave enough about Bryce Underwood and the maturity of this young man. They've got it all worked out.
Oh, nice job by the D.
Over this run by Mateer. They drop him for a loss.
Michigan's awake now.
Well, set up a 1st and long, and this Wolverine defense trying to do their part to turn this game around.
Doesn't even look like the same team.
Moving on the interior, they're looking for somebody to step up and become a difference maker this year for Michigan. They're very high on what Pierce can do physically. That time makes a big play on 2nd down.
Sooners had an edge in the first half on 3rd down, converted 2 3rd and 9s on their opening touchdown drive. They need 8 here to get this drive going. Michigan brings some pressure.
Oh, that is down.
Complete. They came after him that time as Martindale dialed it up. Derek Moore actually got his hand on the football.
Michigan.
A quick 3 and out.
But you right away,
looking
you
good.
Barham on 3rd down. They love to
Coming
bring
out,
him off
fired
the
up.
edge. He's lined up where we just showed you before the snap, but instead of bringing him with pressure, they drop him. They bring the pressure over here. And watch the good move by 4 TJ Guy. A little stutter, moves to the inside, completely flat-footed. The true freshman left tackle.
Well done.
It's Joe Taylor back to receive the punt. Grayson Miller. Quarterback runs a big part of their success in the first half of the Sooners. Kind of crowded.
Ooh, tough kick.
Defensive front that time. Fielded on the hop.
To handle.
Michigan. Up that 75-yard strike to get on the board goes right back to work.
Michigan, fire it up. The minute that kid that couldn't play in the first half came in, you see the difference right away on that drive. 3 and out. Hey, this phone's gonna die. I gotta call it a night, guys. This phone's gonna shut down. I will check you guys out tomorrow for football. More football. NFL football. Peace.